Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering related video. This is going to be a very rare thing. I don't think I've ever planned on doing this. I don't think I'll plan on ever doing this again. This is a booster box opening video. This specific box is pretty interesting. It's a Dragon Maze box, as most are familiar with, but this box is actually in Russian. If you had seen one of my previous videos where I had posted a themed deck where I was working on an all-Russian Izzet Watermark EDH deck, you'll know I'm missing a few cards. At the time of that recording, a friend on Salvation had another contact who had one of these for sale, and Dragon Maze is not a very good set for investing boxes in, so you can actually sometimes wheel and deal and get one of these low. I got this for trading about $40 worth of cards too. I actually was not going to proceed with this trade for the longest time until I realized something when I was looking at the resale value of prices. ABUgames.com, the website, actually has on their buy list every single card in this entire set, which is just weird. In Russian, they actually want every single card, even lands. And that's just at the date of this recording. This is March, 21st? I don't know why they want every single card in this set. There is no valuable cards in this set. I'll talk about them as I go, but what I want specifically is an Izzet Cluestone, a Nivik Cyclops, and a Turn and Burn. These are the three cards left in my almost all-Russian Izzet Watermark deck that I'm missing in Russian. Two commons and an uncommon, and yes, I'm actually actively looking for a Cluestone. So I traded almost $40 around that for this box. When doing the tally of ABU's buy list, their current buy list, almost every single card has the average price of about 10 cents. The only outlier card in this entire set, the only card that's really actively looking for is Voice of Resurgence. At date, it's still maybe a $20 card, give or take. Everything else is just dirt cheap. There are probably less than 10 cards in the set worth $1. There are the Shocklands, but just specifically with this set symbol, you're looking at things like Deadbridge Chant, Legion's Initiative, just random things. Ral Zarek's kind of there, but everything else is really not that good. It's literally just you would get these packs just to try and get a Voice of Resurgence. He's not in Standard anymore, but it's still something that, even with Pod being banned in Modern recently, Voice is still a very powerful card. So, I'm going to go ahead and let's get a bit more comfortable. I'm going to crack this for the camera. Again, I'm only looking for just 3 cards. I will most likely do a tally after I'm done with the amount that Alpha Beta or ABU is going to offer me as a trade-in credit. So I don't think I'm going to make even. I'll be lucky if I get maybe $30 worth out of this pack. Like, one Voice of Resurgence is nice, but I don't plan on actually getting that. I was also asked if I actually had any interest in adding Ral to my Watermark deck. I saw the price of a Russian Ral Zarek and a foil Russian Ral Zarek too. I wasn't really willing to invest that much, and since he didn't have the Watermark deck, or the Watermark symbol on his card, I wasn't really willing to put him, but if I pull one, I suppose it may make its way in the deck. But let's get a bit more comfortable here. Okay, let's get this started. Now, I do follow a few channels on YouTube where every now and then I'll feel the urge to go through and watch a booster box opening. I know about how long that's going to take, so I'm going to try to go through just the rares, the important cards, that is. There are, again, 2 commons and 1 uncommon I am looking for, so I may filter through those first just until I get them. That's always interesting. Normally in my groups, the only time we ever do booster box openings is with the goal of a draft, like a personal at-home draft. Normally it's not a good idea, in my opinion, to buy booster boxes unless you're doing exactly that. Single packs are not a good investment in the long-term run of Magic. If you're getting new to the game, it's great to pick up packs and extra cards and maybe feel out a set. But in the long run, it's usually better just to buy singles. Again, that's my opinion. A lot of people have differing opinions on that. But I will guarantee you, in this set, for example, I'm probably going to get about a pile of shitty Fuse cards and 30 Emerald Tandresses. They're terrible cards. There's a couple cards I would really like to see. I love Aetherling. I like Exava and Master of Cruelties. And I would actually like to foil out some more of my Watermark deck there. So maybe a foil Goblin Test Pilot or the Flux Charger would be pretty nice. So just going, oh, well, first pack, there's a Russian token for the one actual valuable card, the actual voice. We'll keep that here. We'll make a pile for cards that are actually worthwhile. And there's a Dragon Shift. I actually already have a foil one of these, so that's not really that helpful right now. Oh, wrong clue stone. So close. So close. Nope, wrong clue stone. So close. That's so annoying. I'll have to actually make a stack over here for the right stuff. So first pack, we have a Russian token that's actually valuable. I'll have to go through and filter everything else, and I will go ahead and I'll show a snapshot of what I will most likely be getting out of ABU, if anything at all. Oh, that's a pretty nice foil. Another Dragon Shift. So this is kind of what I've expected. Oh, there's a Flux Charger. He's not foil though. No, wrong clue stone. So sad. Again, the cards specifically I'm looking for are the Cyclops, the Clue Stone, and a Turn and Burn. Nope. Oh, so close. And there's one of our fuse cards. The fuse cards, the only actual valuable ones are the breaking and entering, because some people still use those in there. Still not foil. So it would maybe have been a good idea to actually grab this before I started doing the singleton trades and importing things, because importing some of these cards did take quite a bit of time. It didn't take me long at all to get this box, but I've been working on the Watermark deck for going on, oh, quite a few months actually. I think I started right back before October. No Shocklands. Oh, there's a Tajik. There's the decks, or the set here has a sequence of the split cards, the Maze Runners. Really, the only valuable cards, the ones that usually have a dollar price tag, if that, are the actual mythics per the set. There's just not a bunch that are actually. Whoa! There we go. There's our very first one. The one card I actually needed, a common. So we're happy there. Luckily, if I will run into the Clue Stone, I can make this go a little bit faster. Then I can just go to the uncommons. Every time I just, oh, there's Master Cruelties. This is one of the very rare cards, actually worth about $2 or $3. And I'm actually kind of happy to see that. I may actually, if I pull any kind of janky looking foils, I might be tempted to hold on to it. Oh, there you go. Oh, there is my second of the 3 cards I am looking for. I like this. Actually getting cards I want. Shame they're just commons. So now that we've got the commons there, I'm going to go ahead and just go a little bit faster. We're going to do just the uncommons and rares. If I do run into my turn and burn, we'll just pull the rares. Oh, Gilgate out the ass. Oh, you are not foil. This is one of the cards I would love to get foil. Nope. Again, if you're watching this video, I know some people thoroughly do love watching box openings. That's a pretty decent card. Not really, but some people really do and thoroughly enjoy box openings. It's an interesting thing, but I would always suggest only investing in a box or a pile of packs if you're going to do a private draft with just some of your friends. Because past that, you're not actually getting a lot of value out of your cards. Of course, if you're growing a collection, that's one thing. When this set came out, Dragon Maze here, I actually got a box of Return to Ravnica, Gatecrash, and Dragon Maze. Those are the 3 sets for Return to Ravnica, the whole block. Oh, there we go. There's the Turn and Burn. A split card. I like these cards. Target creature becomes a 0/1 and loses all abilities, and burn target creature for 2. So there we have it. We have all 3 cards I'm looking for. Now, of course, there's that underlying temptation to sit here and sell these packs individually. No, we're not going to do that. I've already started the video, so let's go ahead and finish this. Sadly enough, I've only gotten 1 foil so far, and it was a silly common. Not think through the whole giant stack of stuff over there. I don't know if that token has any value. There's another Guild Gate. Oh, there, just talking about foils. Maybe I should complain more. I think that works. And Sign of Vitu-Ghazi. No one really likes you. So this box is so far nothing at all impressive has come out except a Voice of Resurgence token. Oh, hey, there we go. First Shockland. A Shockland, I don't know if the Russian ones actually hold much value. Most of these don't hold value right now. Being in a foreign language, the only buyer I'm really going to have is ABU. But, yeah, it's something at least. And is that foil? Oh wow, hold on a second. That can't be foil. Holy shit, that's a foil. So this is a foil Ral Zarek. This is kind of, it looks flat, like flat foil, but that is foil. So I think I just actually bought the box. These are going on eBay for approximately $20, or not 20, 90 some dollars. And being that I spent about 40 on this, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely a foil. The flatness in here with my overhead light is making this hard to see. I'm having a hard time now because I did not really plan on getting anything out of this box. And being that he is valuable, I'm tempted to sell it to get money. But I want to put this in the deck now. He does not have the Is It watermark. Temptation. This is actually a really good pool. I'm happy for this. But that means I also have two mythics and one rare in a pack. I like this card too. Oh, this is getting harsh. It's a shame so much of this sucks and there's just so few. Like, I love the Sire of Insanity and Master of Cruelties. If I snag a foil Aetherling or foil Master of Cruelties in here, I'll be super happy. Those are not actually valuable cards. Getting a foil Fetch Land or a Ral Zarek, of course. Guildgates. Oh, so sad. Another foil, and I was super excited seeing a land. I was thinking it was a foil one, but it's a sad no. And there's our third Dragon Shift. A pet card. I do like Showstopper, the one I just revealed there. I've been trying to find a way of actually making use of this card for so long in an actual non-silly, not terrible deck archetype. I cannot find a possible use for it. It's just, that card had such potential and it was so close. Ah, Guildgate. Ooh, that's pretty nice. The Notion Thief there. Just give me a foil one of these, please. I would almost be tempted to just trade that foil Ral Zarek I pulled for Flux Charger. The artwork on Flux Charger is one of my favorite artworks printed to date. I am still smitten with that Ral Zarek. Oh, that might be useful somewhere. Hey, another Turn and Burn. I don't need you anymore, though. A foil Melik is also one. Even though I have the full art promo Russian one, a normal one for the actual 99 would be a nice thing there. No Lavinia, no one likes you either. Lavinia is actually a card I loathe seeing. I play mono reds most of the time. So something like that is usually a one-sided hate card against my decks. Oh, need more lands. There's a Shaman I was actually consider running, the Bloodthirst guy. Not Bloodthirst, a Bloodrush guy in a little mono red aggro deck in Modern, but he's too slow. I mean, he's pretty fast in Limited, of course. He's a nice bomb because you can keep recurring him, but This is bugging me. I always play black-red, so I'll just same exact guy in a row. Okay. I would love to get a foil Russian Blood Crypt. I would probably not sell that one either. But yeah, this is the sad thing about this particular box. If you actually go to abu.com and look at, they have the option of buying everything. Like, you can buy an entire set. And they offer this entire set in English, including one Voice of Resurgent for about $57. So you can buy the entire set for $57. There's another foil. And Mirko Vosk. He's actually a $2 rare, not one of the normal $1 rares. Don't know why, because he's essentially been outclassed now by our nice little god of milling. Please give me a Water Grave. There's our another Maze Runner. Luckily, I have not run into a single Immertandras, and I'm happy with that. When I first got the box I was talking about earlier, before I ran into the Ral there, I got one of each box when this first came out. The idea was to get a playset of every common and uncommon with the watermark and have a 10-player multiplayer guild feud. See, actually, in a multiplayer setup, which guild actually functioned the best. There is another one of the $2 cards, an actual valuable card. I probably need to stop splitting cards into two different piles over here, since I'm going to have to resort everything later. Actually, I don't really care for that, so I'm going to probably just sell it. The Savage Born Hydra double strike that you can actually grow bigger late game is very good. Oh, Legion's Initiative. This is another one of the rare $2 cards, an actual valuable card out of the set here. Foil Ral Zarek. That's not something I was expecting. That's actually, like, of all the possible foil mythics, that's the one to get, because I actually have a functional deck that may make use of that. I used to have a casual tribal skeleton deck, and I took it apart way before this guy got printed, but I always liked the idea of rebuilding it, especially after that new Mythic one that came out, the core set after this did. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I have a foil one of these or not. I have a foil. Is it Gilgate now? That makes me happy. I'm going to have to check that because I know I have a foil Gilgate, but I do not know which version it is. I actually like the Dragon Maze artwork. The Gilgates are the tap lands of the Return to Ravnica set, and in Gatecrash they gave alternate artworks for each one. I liked this one more than the original one. I don't if you saw my first video, you still had an English one of these. And it was in the Dragon Maze set. I don't know. I ended up getting a Russian one. I don't remember which set it was. It's been too long. So that may be a direct up replacement. Another thing I may end up doing, I am OCD as all shit. If you noticed, if you saw my original video with the my deck, it was only single sleeved. My OCD kicked in, and I've also been purging decks left and right, so I went ahead and triple sleeved it. So if you start purging decks and you have an abundance of extra sleeves, you might as well make use of them. Oh no, we're getting there. We're only a third of the way in and we got a foil mythic, so hopefully we find some. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty nice one. A little overgrown tomb in Russian, I like. And there's our Melik. Shame he's not foil. So what I was thinking about is might go through and actually replace all these pack fresh cards with the ones I already got. I am that OCD, I might actually do that. That's a lot of extra effort, and most of my cards are already in new mint shape because no one plays half these cards. Cluestone. But being that I'm pulling pack fresh, I may actually subject myself to that. And another one of these snazzy little splits cards that no one really plays. I really like the idea of catch and release when it was in standard because I had the potential in a deck to run the a sack outlet. The Aristocrats was legal, and I could do sorceries at instant speed with the dragon. So I could use the catch to take someone's card at instant speed and sack it. It was a cute idea. So close. I'm getting a lot of foil mono white cards. That's curious. Oh, there's our Aetherling. I would love to get this in foil. The Ling cycle are some of my favorites. I love Torchling, I love Morphling. Thornling's cute. I always kind of hope, canon-wise, that they make more Aetherling versions. Like you could, not to be mean, but the black one could be crippling, I suppose. But I mean, the white one, I have no idea what they would name them. It's a cute cycle, and I really like this effect. I've been working on rebuilding a cruel modern Grixis deck again. And instead of running Grave Titan as one of the heavy beaters in the sideboard, I was thinking about running Aetherling. Cheesy me wants to run Torchling, but that's just not good enough. Ooh, Reap Intellect. Wait, is that Reap Intellect? I think it is. Doesn't matter, no one plays it. Oh no, we are running out. No Master of Cruelties. Ah, so close. Wrong Maze Runner, buddy. Wrong Maze Runner. I may actually snag and see if there's any extra turn or far and aways. Because again, in that cruel modern Grixis deck, I'll have to post my list what I have currently. That may be a sideboard inclusion. Renegade Crisis or whatever. Again, random stuff that no one plays. This was a really fun set to play limited and draft because most things synergize with each other. It's kind of the hard thing with playing some sets that do not synergize. You guys are just not giving me any fun cards now. This is kind of terrible. I think the one Rao basically did the package, being that I got a card that essentially is twice as much as the box is worth. I think I'll keep that. Oh, so close. Ooh, a second foil mythic rare. And I was just saying, Reap Intellect is a card that no one really plays. It's an X spell where you can X remove X play sets, but it's also very expensive. So it's not big, expensive, splashy spells like this are too slow for constructed decks. I guess in a draft it's nifty, but a second foil mythic. That's interesting. And another Blood Scrivener. I like him. A shame he didn't really do as well as you'd think. It was like dumping your hand, I suppose, in a small Pox variant deck when you are discarding your own hand as well. That may work, but Ooh, there you go. This kind of nice. This is really nice icing on the cake. A foil Izzet Cluestone. I am actually excited about this, and you know what? I don't care. So I was excited about getting an Izzet Cluestone in Russian. Now I have a foil one, and this was the absolute hardest card to get. Is a damn Cluestone, and now I have a foil one. So I really, that's nice. Ooh, there's a Dead Bread's Chant. This is actually one of the $3 or $4 cards that's actually valuable in the set. So a mythic, a foil Izzet Cluestone. I'm actually happy for this. I don't think anyone is ever going to specifically say, I'm happy to pull that foil Izzet Cluestone. You know what? I'm happy to pull that. Ooh, there's our Exava. I still like the idea of pulling one of her. I was always smitten with her when I was doing my my EDH standard, where I had a 4-mana costing aggressive general for equipment and Voltron. I like her, but she's just not as fast, and Olivia is just better for a controller. Oh, we're down to our last 2 packs. So far, I'm pretty happy with the pulls I got. Don't think anything's going to top a full Rouse Eric. Note, I have not pulled a single Voice of Resurgence. Hint, hint. Ooh. Okay, this box is really playing into my knees right now. So we have a foil Turn and Burn. So I think the only foil I could possibly pull that I really want is that Flux Charger, or the Cyclops, that is. So again, started this box looking for 2 specific cards, and I have, or 3 specific cards, and I have so far pulled 2 of them as a foil. Last pack. So what could this be? It could be an Amortandrus. I'm going to wager this is an Amortandrus. Let's go nice and slow and be a cocktease about it. Blood Rush nonsense. Some other nonsense I don't remember because no one played it. Hey, another Nivix Cyclops. Again, if you were a foil, that'd be nice. A Dimir Cluestone. Some random spell that I don't remember what it does. Another random spell that I don't remember what it does because no one ever plays it. Is that a Regenerate card, I suppose? I don't remember. One of the Maze Runners. There was a cycle of common cards that were Maze Runners, where if you controlled a maze, it got abilities. Here's a card that's actually in our main deck right now. It is the Weapon Surge. An enchant, or a creature you control gets +1/+0 on first strike or overload. There's our Divination, or where you mill 2. A slightly overcosted card that some people swear by. I just prefer the Exsanguinate over this. Stop teasing me and give me a foil one of these. Oh. Yeah, I think everyone just saw what it was. The Pro Green Force Walk. And we have a Tajik as our last rare. And a Gilgate. Aw. Okay. Well, anyways, that doesn't matter because that was still a fantastic box. So, yeah, there's a few mythics still in this pile over here. But the important ones for me are the foil Izzet Turn and Burn. Or the foil Turn and Burn. The foil Izzet Cluestone. The Shockland's nice. I'll have to check the Gilgate out. A foil Rouse Eric. We can get rid of this one now. And we can get rid of this one now. I do not want to get rid of you. A foil, I have no idea if there's actually anything. This is probably going to get me like 50 cents. But a foil mythic is nice. And a couple extra foilies. And a foil. Another Shockland, which is valuable. And a foil. And the token. The token itself is probably going to be worthwhile. It's a shame I didn't get a single Voice of Resurgence. But to be honest, this right here probably made the box. Currently at this date and time, again March 21st of 2015, there's about 2 of these on eBay. One's buy it now is approximately $120. One's open bidding for about $90. I don't know if that actually means the value of this card is that. But I think I'm going to hold on to this one. I'm going to go ahead and tally everything up. I will most likely exchange the cards and be a nerd and OCD as shit and update my deck a little bit. So let's go ahead and tally those up and see exactly what AB was willing to offer me for this giant pile of shit. Okay, we are done organizing things. So I've went ahead and posted everything that I'm going to get rid of on ABU's buy list. Their prices are not as nice as I thought, but I'm still being offered $35.30 so far for everything that's posted here. These are the cards I have chosen to keep. So we got the Izzet Gilgate, an Aetherling, the Rakdos Exava, the Sire of Insanity, the Master of Cruelties, 3 Far and Aways, And these are the additions that my Izzet deck gets. Ralzeric, a foil Cluestone, foil Turn and Burn, and a Nivix Cyclops. But every single thing else in that entire box, except for the non-voice tokens and the the promo cards, it's on this list right here. So let's see the total. They're offering 35 cash. That's decent. There's all of these. That's a lot of this. By the way, if you notice the shit on the top here of my screen, I have a really craptastic laptop. That's why I don't really edit videos. I just don't really do much. But, so there, 35. Now, I have not even set this to trade. What I usually do with ABU is trade. So what I will most likely be doing is adding more. So for trade credit, they are offering $44.13. That's actually more than what I spent on the box, and I'm keeping things like a foil Ralzeric. That's awesome. Again, I need to stress, it's not a good idea to buy boxes with the intention of doing what I'm doing. The only reason I'm doing this is because I had an incomplete thematic deck. That was terrible. I had the rundown of the total of all the cards. There were a grand total of 61 Cluestones, which is terrible, 36 Guildgates, 10 foils, 7 mythics, 2 shock lands. Again, very bad. It was pretty clever, though, being that there's only 2 rare split spells. From my experience opening Dragon Maze booster packs, there are just so many split spells. And there is 0 Emeritandruses. We were close to getting one of each guild runner, or the maze runners. I have a fondness for cards like Plasma Capture and Possibility Storm. Didn't get any of those. I did also find my original Guildgate, the one I had. So I pulled a foil Izzet Guildgate, but I had the original Return to Ravnica one. That is, I think, a little bit better in foil, so I might hold on to both for now. But yeah, this has been a box opening and a purge straight to ABU. I'm going to be adding more to this list before I actually do the sale, because I normally, when I do ABU trade lists, I'm doing a couple $100. To keep in mind, when doing things like this, the ABU is offering me like less than half of what most of these cards are worth, but they are taking all the commons and uncommons. They are buying all of my Cluestones, and that's delightful. I would not again suggest doing a booster box opening with the intention of gaining. This is a very thematic box opening. It's not the best of ideas. If I did not get the Ralzeric, I would be borderline missing. Being that I only got 2 shock lands, that does kind of suck, but I mean, at the same time, it's always a gamble. But yeah, I probably, unless someone gives me a really ridiculous deal, or if I do something stupid thematic again, probably won't be doing anything like this. But if you liked it, go ahead and enjoy.